Let us today start with the topic valuation. What is valuation? Valuation is the technique of estimation or determining the fair price or the value of the property such as building, a factory, other engineering structures of different types and land. By valuation, the present value of a property is defined. The present value of property may be decided by its selling price or income or rent it may fetch. The value of property depends on its structure, life, maintenance, location, bank interest, etc. What is cost? Cost means the original cost of construction of purchase. What is the purpose of valuation? Buying or selling property. When it is required to buy or to sell a property, its valuation is required. Taxation. To assess the tax of property, its valuation is required. Taxes may be municipal tax, wealth tax, property tax, and so on. And all taxes are fixed on the valuation of the property. Rent fixation. In order to determine the rent of a property, valuation is required. Rent is usually fixed on certain percentage of valuation, 6% to 10% of the valuation. Security of loans or mortgage. When the loans are taken against the security of the property, its valuation is required. Compulsory acquisition. Whenever a property is acquired by law, compensation is paid to the owner. To determine the amount of compensation, valuation of the property is required. Valuation of a property is also required for insurance and so on. Gross income. Gross income is the total income and includes all the receipts from various sources. The outgoing and the operational and collection charges are not deducted. Net income or net return. This is the saving or the amount left after deducting all the outgoings. Operational and collection expenses from the gross income or total receipt. Sinking fund. A certain amount of gross rent is set aside annually as sinking fund to accumulate the total cost of construction when the life of the building is over. This annual sinking fund is also taken as the outgoings. Scrap value. Scrap value is the value of the dismantled material. That means after dismantle we will get the steel, brick, timber, etc. In case of machines, the scrap value is metal or dismantled parts. In general, the scrap value is about 10% of the total cost of the construction. Scrap value is equal to sale of usable material minus cost of dismantling and removal of the rubbish material. Salvage value. It is the value of the utility period without being dismantled. We can sell it as a second handle. Market value. The market value of a property is the amount which can be obtained at any particular time from the open market if the property is put for sale. The market value will differ from time to time according to demand and supply. This value is changing from time to time for various reasons such as change in industry, change on fashion, means of transport, cost of material and the labor cost. Book value. Book value is the amount that shows in the account book after following necessary depreciation. The book value of property at a particular year is the original cost minus the amount of depreciation of the year. The end of the utility period of the property, the book value will be only scrap value. Rateable value. Rateable value is the net annual letting value of a property, which is obtained after deducting the amount of yearly repairs from the gross income. Municipal and other taxes are charged at a certain percentage on the rateable value of the property. Annuity. It is the annual periodic payments for the repayments of the capital amount invested by a party. Annuity is either paid at the beginning or at the end of each period of installment. Year's purchase. The capitalized value which needs to be paid once for all to receive a net annual income for ₹1 by way of interest at the prevailing rate of interest in perpetuity or for a fixed number of days. Suppose the rate of interest is 5% per annum. One has to deposit ₹100 to get ₹5 per annum. Now, to get ₹1, he has to deposit 100 by 5 is equal to ₹20 per annum. Therefore, YP is equal to 100 by rate of interest, that is equal to 1 by R. Depreciation. It is the loss in the value of property due to its use, life, wear, tear, decay and obsolescence. The general annual decrease in the value of a property is known as annual depreciation. Usually, the percentage rate of depreciation is less at the beginning and generally increase during later years. Methods of calculating depreciation: straight line method, constant percentage method and sinking fund method. Obsolescence. The value of property or structure becomes less by its becoming out of date in style, in structure and in design, and this is termed as obsolescence. Let us now look at the difference between depreciation and obsolescence. In case of depreciation, it is a physical loss in the value of the property due to wear and tear and decay, etc. In case of obsolescence, it is the loss in the value of the property due to change of design, fashion, structure of the other, change of utility and demand. In case of depreciation, it depends on its original condition, quality of maintenance and mode of use. In case of obsolescence, it depends on normal progress in the arts, inadequacy to present or growing needs. In case of depreciation, it is variable according to the age of the property. More the age, more will be the amount for the depreciation. In case of obsolescence, it is not dependent on age of the building. A new building may suffer in its usual rate due to obsolescence. In case of depreciation, there are different methods by which the amount of depreciation can be calculated. In case of obsolescence, at present, there is no method of calculation of obsolescence. Repair. It includes various types of repair such as annual repair, special repairs and immediate repairs. Amount to be spent on repairs is from 10 to 15% of gross income. Taxes. It includes municipal tax, wealth tax, income tax, property tax. It is paid by owner of the property annually and are calculated on annual rental value of the property after deducting the annual repairs 15 to 20% of Gross income. Management and collection charges. 5 to 10% of gross income may be taken for this purpose. For small building, it may not necessary to consider it. Loss of rent, as it may not be possible to keep whole of the premises fully let at all times. In such cases, a suitable amount should be deducted from this gross rent. Miscellaneous. This includes electrical charges for lighting, running lift, etc., and are borne by the owner. 2 to 5% of gross rent is taken for these charges. Valuation of real property. Valuation of building depends on the type of the building, its structure and durability, on the situation, shape, size, width of roadway, quality of material used in the construction, and present day price of material. Also depends on the locality, if it is in market area having high value than the residential area, and depending on specialties in the building like sewer, water supply and electricity. The value of the building is determined on working out its cost of construction at present day rate and allowing a suitable depreciation. The age of building is generally obtained from record if available or by inquiries or from visual inspection. Present day cost may be determined by the following methods. Cost from record. Cost of construction may be determined from the estimate, from the bill of quantities, from record at present rate. If the actual cost of the construction is known, this may increase or decrease according to the percentage rise or fall in the rates, which may be obtained from the PWD schedule of rates. Cost by detailed measurements. If record is not available, the cost of construction may be calculated by preparing the bill of quantities of various items of works by detailed measurements at the site and taken the rate for each item as prevalent in the locality or as current PWD schedule of rates. Valuation of leasehold interest. There are two types of properties, namely freehold property and leasehold property. A freehold property, it is inherent the absolute owner of the property, he holds it without any payment in the nature of the rent. He may sell the property, divide it and donate or grant it on lease at his will. The freehold or owner who grants the lease known as lessor and the leaseholder is known as lease. In common practice, it gives as for 15, 21, 25 or 50 common in practice. When a lease is granted for a period of 99, it is known as long-term lease, and when it is for 999 years, it is said to be perpetuity or for endless duration. A leasehold property. The leaseholder is known as lease and holds the physical possession of the property for the definite period under terms and conditions specified in the lease document. The different types of leases: building lease, occupation lease, sublease, life lease and perpetual lease.